you guys, welcome back. It is Nurse Lori Budgets here, and I am here with just a really quick video update. Just kind of want to touch base with you all to let you all know what's been going on. I have been late in getting my budgeting videos out, and it's just been a busy month of November, and obviously we are winding down. As of today, this video, August 27th, I am just going to do a little bit of Q&A, sit down, chit chat for just a few minutes. So you guys, real quick, August has been whipping my behind. No fluff, no good stuff, no sweetness. It has been kicking my behind, and specifically in terms of me ramping up more work hours and just trying to get a better grasp on my debts to start paying things off a little bit quicker. And I have been working my tail off to the bone. So let me just take you back for a little bit and then bring you up to speed. So for you guys who are new to me and you don't follow me, again, I am Nurse Lori. I am actually a board certified registered nurse, but I dibble and dabble in real estate and the stock market, specifically for long-term retirement and investing. And in this particular journey of my life, I have decided to shift from full-time nursing to focusing on just helping people with their budgeting journey, debt-free journey, and then showing you guys how I am preparing to just pay my bills off, being able to semi-retire, not fully retire, but just kind of living debt-free. So 2 years ago, I went through a divorce. Pretty much, as with all divorces, someone's left holding the financial bag, so to speak, and that happened to be me. And so for the last 2 years, I have been focusing paying off debts that ranges from old credit cards, old loans, tolls, tickets, car registrations, things that just were not being maintained by my significant other at the time. And so fast forward, that was in 2023, so fast forward 2 years later, here in 2025, I have pretty much paid off a lot of the debt. In total, I think my last video I put out that I actually paid off so far, I want to say 4 or 5K in debt. I was in the upwards trajectory of, I think, 12 or 13,000. I forget the numbers because I haven't really, I'm focusing on going forward. Sometimes I take a look back. I think in my last budgeting video or the video before that, I did put out the actual total as to how much I have completely paid off. And in fact, I do have a video, and I will link it somewhere here, that will tell you all about what I have paid off so far in my debt-free journey. And so for my newbies who are just joining, you're just tuning into me, this is where I am in my life. I work part-time, but I have ramped up now to pretty much working full-time. I work 2 part-time jobs. And that equals up to a full-time job. And the reason why I choose to work part-time jobs is because I make my own schedule. I choose when I want to work. For instance, like today, August 27th, I was scheduled to work an evening shift, but however, I had not been feeling great, and so I decided to opt to not go in for that shift. And so I stayed home. I had a pretty tough day yesterday. I do home IV infusion therapy, and then I also have a part-time job at a rehab center. And so at the at-home portion yesterday kind of wore me out because the man was getting a specific type of therapy, and we were having issues with the pump. We had to keep stopping the pump, resetting it, and what should have been a 3 to 4 hour infusion turned out to be a 7-hour infusion. And so my my day was just made for an extra long day, and it really should have been a short day, or a, you know, somewhat of a short day. And then I think the stress from all that, when I woke up today, long story short, I just decided not to go in. But that is the perks of working, considering what we say is PRN or part-time. PRN means you make your own schedule, you work as you see fit, or you work as needed. Now, the job that I decided not to go into today is the actual job where they will call me and say, hey, we need you, can you work this day, this time? And I say either yay or nay. My home infusion therapy is the same way. They'll ask me, do I want to pick up specific cases, and I say yay or nay. All this to say that between both of those jobs, they have been keeping me rather ramped up with hours, increase in pay, bonuses for picking up patients at home who either the nurse called out, they're newly established, or they just need somebody to go out and do a quick visit. Again, all this to say that that part-time hustle that I have on the side of going to see patients really pays off. It's adding to my savings totals, my investment totals, the things that I am needing to pay off bills. So that's where I am. Again, for those of you who are newbies, you all know that also 2023, August specifically of 2023, I lost my mom, and then a month later, that's when I was going into a divorce situation. So you all know that I was pretty much handling her funeral expenses, as well as going through divorce, paying off that. So a lot has transpired in the last 2 years. And so where we are today is, I just wanted to come in and say that I know you all are tired, you all are weary, you all are labored in this debt-free journey. You all are working extra jobs, picking up extra hours, doing side hustles, trying to save where you can, trying to cut costs. Most of us are not vacationing as much. We're not eating out as much. We're not doing the things that we would normally be enjoying because we are on a journey to become debt-free. I know for me, I did cut back tremendously this year on going out of town, especially this summer, going on trips, spending money, because I've allocated all of that money pretty much to my debt-free journey. Now, that's not to say that I won't take a business trip here or there, and in fact, I have one coming up sometime in September. But again, to say all that, it's just that we are cutting corners, we are cutting costs, we're just cutting out a lot of things. But more in specifically, a lot of us are working ourselves into a state of exhaustion because we want to get out of debt. I know for me, yesterday, again, I think between yesterday and this morning, my body just was like, you need to sit down, you need to rest, you just need to put your feet up. And so I did just that. I'm a person, I typically do not suffer with hypertension. However, I have been noticing in the last couple weeks that my blood pressure is running on the higher side. I do think that this is due to the amount of stress that I have been under, just trying to maintain home, trying to take care of a school-age kid as well as a kid in college, paying bills, getting out of debt. That I think eventually my body was like, hey, I'm going to shut you down today before I permanently shut you down in some other way, either by something significant happening to you, or you end up in a hospital, or you just end up in a situation where you don't want to be in. And so I am taking my body's heed, I am taking my body's warning to just take today and just cipher down and just kind of not do a whole lot, which honestly today I can only say I have only been productive in making a few posts for my businesses, and I was supposed to be on an educational event, but that was rescheduled till 9 this evening. And then the other productive thing I have is I decided to come in and do a quick video for you all. But I just want to encourage you all to stay in the fight, stay in the journey. it is a long road. It is a tough road. Some days are going to be great. Some days are going to be hell. Some days we are going to feel like we're at the top of this debt-free journey game, and then some days we are just going to feel like, yo, I need to pull out. I need to, as the kids say, hey bruh, I need to pull out. I need to just pull out of any of this. I don't want no parts of it. I'm tired. It has whipped me. It has beat me out of shape. Matter of fact, it has beat me so bad that I don't think that I will ever recover and repair. But I am here to tell you and encourage you to focus. I know it is tiresome. I know your body is screaming at you when you are working 8 hours and then you go and pull another 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours somewhere. Trust me, believe you me, I get it wholeheartedly. And that is one of the things that I've also been in battling. I work 3 to 11. I come home, I take a shower, I'm in bed no later than 12:30, and then I am up at 6:30 to drop my son off at school. If you guys don't know about the story, his car went up, so he and I are currently sharing a car. Hopefully by the end of September we can purchase him a new car. That is the goal. But in the interim, I usually allow him to take the car during the day, and I work from home a lot, so I'm usually in the house. And if I have to go out to the rehab center to work, I'll honestly catch an Uber. It's like a 10-15 minute drive with traffic. I'll catch an Uber, and then he usually will pick me up sometime between 11 and 11:30. But even on those days, it is either I am, like Monday for instance, I was up at 5 a.m., 5:30. I went to go see a patient for a 6 a.m. infusion. I mean, the infusion was pretty quick. I was out of there within like 40 minutes, I believe. And I came home, he took the car, he went to work, and then I picked up a shift at my rehab job, and I had to be there at 3. So consequently, I Ubered, and then he picked me up. Then I was blessed to have, did I have a day off? No, I did not have a day off. So I got off at 11:30. I was home by 12, in a bed, showered and all that by 1. But then again, I had to turn around and be up at 6 to drop him off to work at 7. And then from there, I went straight to my patient's home, which was about an hour's drive from me. And yes, I get paid. I get paid time, travel. I get paid while I'm there. And I also get paid on the way back, and we'll talk about that as well in another video. It's nursing pay as it relates to me getting out of debt. And so that made for a long day. So by the time I physically got home yesterday, it was about 4:45. I hopped in a shower because I just needed to find a way to relax, but then I had to hop in and hop out really quick to go pick my son up at 5:30 for work. And then again, it was just for a long, tiring day. And again, encouraging you that yes, we're working hard, we're picking up extra hours, we are leaving one job and going to the next. I know that it is tiresome. I know you are physically and emotionally and spiritually exhausted. I know that you are just feeling like you're never going to get out of this. You're never going to recover. You're never going to, you're just not going to get out of these things. But I am here to tell you that you really are. And today in my Bible study, that honestly, I just looked at the scripture. I did not get a chance to fully dive in today, but it came from Psalms 34:4, and it says, I sought the Lord and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears. I just want to say that we're fearful in this debt-free journey. Some of us are fearful every day because we are stretching ourselves to the limit. We don't want anything to happen to us because we're the bread and butter of our family. Most of us, if not a lot of us, are single parents. We are trying to maintain ourselves plus the lives of our kids and our homes. And so even being in a debt-free journey, we have to sacrifice. Our kids are also in the sacrifice with us as well, because the things that we used to be able to do, we might not be able to do them now. And so again, we're in a state of heightened awareness. I wouldn't necessarily always say it's fear, but for some people it is financial fear. Fear of losing your place to stay, fear of being homeless, without food, without transportation, fearful that something is going to happen that's just going to wipe your finances completely out. We are fearful. We all are in a little state of fear, but we have to realize we have to give that fear to the Lord. Let the Lord handle it. There are certain things in my financial free journey that just go hand in hand with my personal journey and healing from the death of a loved one, healing from divorce, leaving a partner for over 20 some years. So intertwined in my debt-free journey is also healing, accepting the new norm, accepting that life currently is the way that life currently is, and that is how the Lord designed it. And it is okay. It is okay for you to move on. If you are in the process of dealing with financial hardships because some tragedy has happened, or something has happened that you did not foresee, or unforeseen circumstances, I'm encouraging you to stay in the fight. Yes, some things we absolutely are going to have to take the L on. Buying a new car, we're going to have to take the L on. Going to the latest concerts, we might have to take the L on. But the rewards are going to be so much greater when we eventually can afford to do those things without having to look over our shoulders for people coming to take our homes and our cars and can't afford food. So I'm here to tell you that even though you are tired, you are weary, you are exhausted, stay in the journey and stay in the fight. It is okay to have a little bit of fear because we're human. God knows that we're human. He knows that every day we're not going to be brave. We're not going to be strong. There are days where we are just going to fear everything that comes with being in a debt-free journey. We are going to just be fearful of certain things. It is okay. So with that being said, I'm encouraging you to pray. I will be doing a budget recap in the next video of some things that I've paid off, things that I am paying on, what my financial outlook is going to look like in the month of September. Hopefully with me now partnering in on another job, picking up more hours, getting more money, I'm praying that my finances will soon be showing that I have been diligently putting in the work. So until the next video, I will see you guys probably the end of this week. Yeah, Sunday in the next video, because we are coming up on the end, and then September's around the corner. So I'll probably see you guys in the September August roundup, and then the next video will be September's budget. So with that being said, I'll see you guys later. Bye.